Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Bachelor in Paradise News. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. I am your friend Alina. Let's start. The Bachelor has many secrets that the show tries to hide, but former cast and crew reveal how the show works. After another exciting season of The Bachelorette, ABC has announced its next lead for the 27th season of The Bachelor. Zach Shawcross will take on the titular role and be looking for love once again in front of the eyes of Bachelor Nation, but not until late January 2023. While fans eagerly await the cast announcement, cast and crew of the show have been revealing secrets of how the show comes together and what being on the show entails. Some of the behind-the-scenes secrets fans haven't been shocked by, as they are aware that the show is edited and manipulated to be as entertaining as possible. But others change fans' perspectives on the show. Couples have little time together. The Vile Files, Nick Vile's podcast, is filled with shocking revelations about The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, but one of the biggest secrets his show has revealed is how little time the cast and the lead get to spend together. He said, "I think people underestimate just how much little time you all had, and how little time we all have in that world. Usually, it's a good 6 to 7 hours. This secret was such a shock, because it seems like there is no way that anyone could spend such a short amount of time with someone and expect to be engaged by the end of the filming. With so little time spent getting to know each other, it makes sense that few couples can make it to the reunion show without breaking up." Rose ceremony. Ben Higgins revealed in a cameo to a fan that the rose ceremony takes about 8 hours to film from start to finish, making it one of the lengthiest parts of filming. This means that what fans see isn't one take, and has been edited together to have the best reactions and most emotional confessions in one ceremony, rather than a few good responses and some that are not so exciting. While Ben didn't say producers tell people to change what they did, it can be assumed that things change each time the ceremony is shot. This could also be for lighting, or if someone makes a mistake like tripping or saying something that can't be aired. What they packed during quarantine. Lauren and Ari decided to spill Bachelor secrets for fans looking to learn the ins and outs of the show. Lauren revealed that the cast could only bring 2 suitcases with all their essentials, including their gowns for the rose ceremonies, but many people found creative ways around the rules. She noted she had clothes delivered to the hotel before they were allowed in the mansion, which allowed her not to repeat outfits. So while the contestants always seem stylish and put together, their looks are not as effortless as they appear, since they have to plan well in advance for what they want to wear and how they will achieve their signature look throughout the season. Order of Roses. As one of the most essential parts of the show, the rose ceremony has a lot of mystery surrounding it, with the show's production crew keeping the details as hidden as possible. But Ari quickly answered questions about the ceremony. When asked how the order is determined, he said there is a group of producers. There is input from The Bachelor on who will get the first rose, but after that, the sequence is picked by production. Knowing that the order is predetermined takes away from some of the drama of the show, since the order isn't as significant as to where the women stand in the heart of their love interest, but how vital production finds them to the story they are trying to tell and who's the most interesting. Eliminations. Nick Vile's podcast isn't the only place Nick is making shocking revelations about The Bachelor/ette. He also aired out the show's secrets on the All Good Things podcast. Nick wanted to be a better communicator on the show than some of the other bachelors, as he had his heart broken twice on national television. So his eliminations were different by his design, not producers. He said, "It was from a place of empathy instead of harshness. So I wanted to give the women I sent home, at least the ones I was getting to know, a proper goodbye." Nick's formula for eliminating people is part of the reason he has stayed popular with Bachelor Nation, and changed expectations of future bachelors should address their eliminated suitors. Casting for the show is no small feat. Producers not only have to choose a lead that viewers want to see more of and liked in the previous season, but also find a group of contestants that are entertaining but could actually be a potential match for their lead. Former Bachelor franchise producer Katie Chen Masura discussed how casting works on the Candid as a Mother podcast. She said the goal is always to find a match. A lot of people think it is to find the person to get good ratings. You have to buy into the fantasy. The romance still has to be there. Despite people thinking that producers only choose a cast full of entertainers, the production team wants the lead to find love and be happy, but they also want to make a good show. So there is a balance the cast has to make the show work. Fantasy suites are one of the most anticipated parts of the Bachelor process. It usually solidifies who will walk away from the show with an engagement ring and who will be heartbroken. Katie Chen Masura explained how the show's operation works regarding the suites and confirmed that there are no cameras. She said, "It's a really big opportunity for them to truly get to know each other away from the cameras. They get all night. They get a lot of time after dinner, until morning. The privacy the couples get is one of the due times they get to be alone during the show. So fantasy suites are as crucial as fans think they are and play a significant role in the show's outcome. Early love when the lead decides in the first week that they have already found the love of their life. Production has to try and get them to remember that there are many other people to get to know. Still, they also can't force the lead to make someone they find enjoyable, which is why some fans see some of the eliminations on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette as unfair." Katie Chen Masura commented on the early love and eliminations, saying, "There's no way one person is interested in every person on the show. That person, their producer, would say keep an open mind because they want to give everyone a fair chance. After the show, fans know there is a lot of time between when the season is filmed and when it airs, which means the contestants are under production magnifying glass until the show is over, so they don't reveal any shocking twists to the watchful eyes of Bachelor Nation." Chen Masura noted they sign really strict NDAs, and in those non-disclosure agreements, you get fined pretty heavily if you talk about the show. With social media watching for the contestants to be seen before and after the show, it is hard to keep the cast's secrets in check, but the show tries to keep everything surprising. No contact to the outside. It may seem like the production crew goes to overly extensive lengths to keep contestants disconnected from the outside world, but it is all in an attempt to keep the show exciting and keep the contestants from spoiling the show on social media. In an interview with Cheddar, Ben Higgins said, "I enjoyed that. I thought it was great to just focus on build relationships. This lack of distractions forces everyone to be together, so the producers can get as much usable footage as possible and figure out emerging storylines that can be used as the season goes on to make the show more dramatic or emotional." Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel Bachelor in Paradise News and stay with Yusa.